Good afternoon, everyone. David, that was so exciting, and I think my talk will be so much of a commentary about what you said. It's almost as if we had sat down and talked about it and planned it all. There's a lot of convergence here. First of all, let me express my appreciation for having been invited to participate in this series of lectures of the Pacific Institute for Climate Solutions. I like the project of PICS, and I like that it has right at the center the notion of solutions. I think that we have all experienced what David was talking about, of feeling sometimes overwhelmed by the immensity, the complexity, the dramatism of the problems of our times. I think that about climate change and environment and the environmental crisis, the debates are going on. There are debates about pieces of evidence, the extent to which climate change is an anthropogenic phenomenon or not. But the fact is that beyond those debates, and I think that there is quite a strong consensus in the climate change scientific community that yes, the problems that we are facing are aggravated as a result of human activity. Therefore, there is something to be done. Beyond that, I think that it's so clear to me that the natural world has taken the floor. And beyond academic debates, the hurricanes and the inundations and the human drama unfolding everywhere is talking about a very convincing picture. Now, we at UBC, in the Faculty of Land and Food Systems, have decided that we don't want to be overwhelmed, that we want to do something right there in our backyard. And we have been working with this question for the last 12 years with our team, asking ourselves what can be done in that enormous organization where 50,000 people work, live, eat, love, think, and has hopes, but with enormous impacts on the natural environment. And so the picture that you have in front of you is what I call a little space of hope. To go back to this picture, it's because this is the work of our students. This used to be a parking lot 3 years ago. You can see the parking lot behind. It's a square block. And people in our courses wanting to experience a different environment, wanting to practice experiential learning, wanting to get closer to the sources of their food, we start with the impetus and energy of our students thinking about this. And the garden is a reality, it's an outdoor classroom now. Here in this auditorium are some of the urban agriculturalists and gardeners that have planted it and keep it alive. And it's been reused this summer in a wonderful summer institute with about 100 professionals of education interested in food and environment. And I'll tell you more about it. Now, let me talk first of all about what is Think and Eat Green at School and some of the project objectives. This project is aiming at contributing to enhance the regional food security, food system sustainability, institutional adaptations to climate change. These are large, big goals that provide, so to speak, the direction and rationale of our project. But we have more intermediate and short-term goals. Intermediate term to promote development of healthy, sustainable food systems in Vancouver schools. That's our terrain. And in the short term, to engage students in growing, preparing, and sharing food at school, and sustainably managing food waste. Now, at the center of our attention is this triangle, the triangular affair that links food, health, and environment as inseparable dimensions of life. And we want to work on this and investigate about this triangular affair in the field of schools, public schools in the city of Vancouver. The project has three main dimensions: an arm of policy, an arm of pedagogical and curriculum innovation, and an activity trying to influence policies. Practices refer to the idea of create situations where the students in the schools have the opportunity to experience the whole cycle of food. And I'm going to explain later on what is the connection between, how we see the connection between the full cycle of food and the question of sustainability, education, and environment. Our effort is aimed at trying to provide an experience in the schools where the students can put their hands in the dirt, plant, grow vegetable gardens in the school, harvest them, cook, prepare, consume, learn about the implications for health of what they're eating, and participate actively, experientially, in recycling and hopefully in composting, returning the end products of food to the productive cycle of life.
It's 6 o'clock.
Thank you very much. Being 6 o'clock, what we want to do in the realm of pedagogical and curriculum innovation is to create a situation where indoor classrooms can be connected with outdoor classrooms like the one I just showed. And it is our hope, and we are working, as I will say in a minute, in very close collaboration with the Vancouver School Board, that has passed a policy aiming at having a vegetable garden in every single of the 108 schools in the city. That's major. I think that I don't have time to describe the projects that we have been involved in. I already explained what are the dimensions of it, but this year we'll continue working in each of these activities, preparing gardens, planting them, developing lasagna gardens in classrooms, and developing vermiculture programs ideally in every school where we are, in every room, so the children learn that worms, besides being creepy crawlies, are really the heroes of existence that transform death into life. Cafeterias and kitchens that become also connected with classrooms, working to enhance the sustainability of the school lunch program, where people can eat more local, more organic, more sustainably produced food. Continue to work with our partners to develop the farm-to-school programs, linking schools with farms. Planning and implementing partnerships between schools and UBC Farm, and taking action to build healthy, sustainable food system in Vancouver schools. And everybody knows these pictures, well known in climate change community circles. It documents how the mean global temperature of the planet have been growing so massively and consistently in the last 125 years. I finished saying that our project has for sure a utopian bent. We are people that are not prepared to accept the reality as it is. We want to work to create a new reality, but we are also humble, and we want to work in a realm where we can make a difference. When I was young, during the 60s, we wrote in the walls, let's be realistic, demand impossible. I think that those dreams are somehow still with us, although they have become more modest or maybe more ambitious. Then was the ideal of a classless society and a world based on solidarity. I say today that I want to live in a world where we can drink water, where we can walk under the sun, where we can eat food, real food, that we can share it with everybody. And that has become, in a way, a utopia, a reminder of the gravity and significance of the problems we face. Thank you very much.